Hey guys, my name is Nicole and I am a realtor with Uptown Brokers serving LA, Orange, San Bernardino, and small parts of Riverside County. I help people with buying property, selling property, multi-units or residential sales. My specialty though is probate sales. I get a lot of questions of what is probate? Why do I have to go through it? What is the process? So, we're going to talk a little bit about what is probate. So, probate is the legal process of administering the deceased person's estate, including validating the will, selling debt, or distributing assets. So, unfortunately, someone in your family has passed away and may or may not have left a will. Even if they have left a will, it still has to go through probate. So you as the trustee, let's just say that there was a will left, you as the trustee of the estate in the will, are in charge of following the will to a T, making sure everything, all the deceased person's needs are being met. That is your role. Now, if there isn't a will, you have to go through court to petition the court to become administrator or executor of the estate. And this gives you the authority to administer the estate. Now, that is the simple definition of what probate is. Now, how long can probate take? What a great question. Now, there's two types of probate. You have limited authority, and then you also have full authority. So let's start with the first one. With limited authority, you're unfortunately at the mercy of the court. So let's just say you accept an offer. You like it, you want to, accept it, you want to move forward. But you cannot move forward with the transaction until it is approved by the court. So you have to wait for your court date. And this is if no one is contesting the will. Unfortunately, which I never know why, is like families decide to fight when someone passes away. This is supposed to be the time where you guys are, bonding, built, coming together and all that. But I see it all the time. People fighting, contesting the will, contesting the probate process, and it just prolongs it. It delays it. It costs more money. But that's just the way, unfortunately, some families work, a lot of them. So if you do have a probate that is limited authority, it could take up to 12 months or longer. And like I said, that is if no one is fighting, you're following all your deadlines, you're not missing anything, you're filing your petitions on time, everything is being, met. It can still take that much time because you have to go through court approval. Now, where most people like to be, which is full authority, where there is no court approval, is still being managed and by the court, but you don't need court approval to accept an offer. If you like the offer, you can accept it, move forward with the real estate transaction, as long as you have all your paperwork in order. We'll get into that in another video, but this is just simply what is probate, how long it takes. So with full authority, you're probably looking at about 9 months to finish and close out probate. And that, again, is if no one is contesting, you have followed all the deadlines, filing the petitions on time. There is a lot of paperwork that is involved with probate, so you definitely have to be on top of it. You can't let anything slip through the cracks, because it will, let me tell you, it will delay the process. And a lot of administrators and executors are so overwhelmed and just want to get it done So you really, if you don't have professional help, you really need to make sure that you are following those deadlines to a T. You know, you don't want any other distractions, any other delays, because probate is already, I won't say completely stressful, but it can be overwhelming. And then you're already probably grieving. So it's like you just want it to be as smooth as it can be. And honestly, I mean, the best way to do that is to have professional help, whether it's a probate attorney, which you will more than likely need. You can do it on your own, but oh my gosh, it's a lot. But a probate attorney or a real estate agent like myself to help and guide you through the process. So I hope this video was informative for you. You learned something, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.